Hello friends, welcome back. My name is PK. In this video, you will learn how to create a project timeline dashboard in Microsoft Excel. As you are seeing my screen, we have created this project timeline dashboard and this is a dynamic dashboard. We have used data entry form to add or update a new record of the milestones, and we have given here this milestone table. On the top, we have created this dynamic timeline chart. When I say the dynamic, that means I'm saying we can see our timeline is starting from 2nd June and it is going till 1st September. If I want to add a new milestone, I can simply say add, and let's say I want to add a new milestone on 5th of September. I can simply say add. I can simply click on this calendar button to change the date, and let's say I want to add on the September month, 5th September, and I'm giving a dummy name here. You can put your actual milestone name. So let's say I'm putting here milestone 14. You can select the priority here, and I'm giving here the status as pending for now and just say submit. Done. You can see immediately that milestone is appearing here. Okay, even you can insert the milestone in between also. For example, if you see the milestone 6 is at 7th July, then 8 is on 23rd July, but you can add in between of this. So let's say I want to add a new on 20th July. So let's go July month. You can select the month from here also, and I'm selecting here 20th July. This is test milestone. For example, priority, let's say I'm taking low, and I'm putting as in progress and submit. Okay, you can see that new milestone is appearing here, that is 20th July in between. So automatically it will adjust the position of the milestone according to the timeline and it will show on the chart. Then we have here milestone count by status. This is the chart to show the count by the different status, like how many completed, in progress and pending. Then this is the milestone count by priority, how many low, high and medium. Okay, if you want to update any information, let's say this style, this is the test milestone which I have updated for the 20th of July. I want to make it on let's say 15th of July, not on the 20th. So you can simply click anywhere on this record and just click on this update record, and the information will be pre-filled, and let's change the date or the other information whatever you want to change. I'm making it 15 and just submit. Now let's see the date. This is the 15th and the position also adjusted accordingly. Okay, now to delete any record, you can simply click anywhere on that record and just say delete. That record will be deleted and the chart will be updated automatically. You can see that test milestone is not here. Alright, so this is ready to use template for your project management, project timeline, and you can just download it from our website and you can use it. Now I will show you how we have create this in Microsoft Excel. So let me show you how we can create this chart first. So I have taken this data, so let me copy it for now and add a new workbook. Press Ctrl N. This is book 1. So let me paste our data from here. On the top we can add the chart. So now we will add a few support column. The first one I'm taking here, let's say position, and here I'm taking data label. Okay, now select this and you can just convert this into a table. So just press Ctrl T, click on OK. So this is a table now. Go to the table design and uncheck the banded rows. Remove the filter, Shift Ctrl L. Go to the view and just remove the grid lines from here. Now for the position, we will use four type of position. One, we will use plus 50, then minus 50, then plus 80, then minus 80. So let's use here a formula, that is if mod row comma 4 equal to 0, and 50 positive. Use again if, or we can copy this whole, just paste here. If it is 1, then minus 50, and paste again. If it is 2, then 80 positive, else minus 80, and just close the bracket, hit the enter. So we are just giving the dynamic position. So first, if it is taking 80, then it will take minus 80. If it is taking 50, then minus 50, then again 80. Okay, so it is showing that the data label we will use first date, and date we will use text function text. Let's take the date and use the date in DMMM. If you want to take the by, you can take that also. So we are taking here date, and we will use here character 10. Character 10 is used to start a new line. Then we will use the milestone name, this one, and just hit the enter. So this is our data label. Just select this and reduce the font size around 8. Now we will create the chart. So select this and the position, these two. Then go to the insert and go to the scatter chart, this one, and let's insert a scatter chart, this one. Let's move this chart here and make it slightly bigger. Just remove the grid lines from here. Select the chart horizontal axis, go to the format, take the font as white color, the same color available in the background. Select the vertical axis, press delete. Now select these dots, just we will add the data labels. Now just go to this plus icon and then add the error bars, and the error bars we will add from the more. So let's add the error bars. We are adding the vertical error bar, and we will add the error bars as minus, and take the percentage and make sure just put here 100% and just hit the enter. Okay, now let's take the, let's go to the error bar here. The error bar of the X position, we will not take that, so just press delete button. Just select this and press delete button. So we have the vertical error bars only. Now we can add the data labels, and we can change the line style also. Just right click, go to the format error bars, and go to the fill and line, and here you can take the dash type as this one, and just right click, add the data labels. Right click and add, select, right click, add data labels. Just right click on the data label, go to the format data label and value from cells, and we will select the data label, this column, the whole column. Click on OK, uncheck the by value and show ladder lines. Now here we can see the data labels are appearing properly. So this timeline chart is ready. Now we can create the other charts also quickly. So to create the other chart, we will take a support sheet and will select this table, go to the insert and create a pivot table on the new sheet. And here we will take count by status. So let's take the status here and just close this. This is the support sheet. You can go to the design and remove the grand totals from here, and you can change the style from here. Then go to the view and remove the grid lines. This is the status wise count, and we can just paste that here. Right click and take the same count as priority wise. So just move the priority here and remove the status from here. This is the count by priority. We can select this chart and we can insert a pie chart, 3D pie. So this is the count by status. You can take any design also from here. Let's say I'm taking this one. Just right click, format data label, and you can show the values also, or you can change the chart style as you want. Just go to the format, go to the pivot chart analyze, and just hide all, and you can make it smaller. Just press Ctrl X, come to the sheet 1, you can paste that here. Okay, and this is the milestone count by status. Reduce the font size. Similarly, you can create a donut chart also, and from the support sheet. Here you can insert a donut. This chart, go to the pivot chart, analyze, and just hide all. You can move this to the bottom, and here you can add the data labels. You can move the data label outside, and just make it smaller. Just cut this and you can paste this chart here. So that is how we have created the chart. Now to add the new data or to modify the data, we have used the form wherein we have given these three buttons. Now let me show you the code of this also. Let's go to the developer tab and Visual Basic. Here first let me show you the macros which I have assigned on the button. The add record is assigned on the add button here, and then update record has been assigned here, and this is delete record. So now let me show you the code. For the add record, we just are showing the milestone form, which is this one, this form. We are just displaying that. And for update record, we are just putting some validation, like we have selected the correct record or not to update. Then we are opening this form and we are pre-filling this information, text box 2, 1 and combo box 1 and 2, these four. Okay. And to delete a record, we are simply deleting the active cell dot entire row, and then we are refreshing the all pivots. Now here, after designing this form, you can just call the calendar. Calendar is here, and we have just put this code here, calendar dot selected date. So I have already created this calendar, which you can download from my website, and then you can just fill the information here. So first of all, on the user form activation, we have put this code. Here we are creating the list for the combo box 1, which is the priority, then for 2, which is the status. The default date we are putting as today's date. Then on the reset, we are just making it clear everything. Now on the submit, we are putting some validation like we have filled all information or not. And then we are just adding the information on the timeline sheet, which is this one, which is this sheet here. This is the timeline sheet. So here we are taking one variable dim iro as long, and we are checking dim txt id is not blank. Txt id is this one, this text box. If it is not blank, that means we are updating the information. If it is blank, then we are adding the information. So here in this on the update record, if you see, we are filling the txt id with the current row of the active cell. Okay, so then we are filling this information on column B, C and D and E from these boxes, text box and combo boxes, and after that we are sorting the data so that if you are inserting the data of the mid of the date, so it will adjust automatically. Then we are resetting all boxes, and then we are refreshing the pivots and everything and hiding this form. Okay, so that's it in this form, and that is how we are adding the information here. And as we add, the chart will be refreshed automatically, and we have refreshed the pivot. So here I will show you the hidden seed, that is the support seed, you can see, and you can just simply refresh it using these buttons. So pivots will be refreshed and the chart will be refreshed. Alright friends, so that is how we have created this project timeline dashboard in Microsoft Excel. Friends, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe my channel to get the regular update of my videos. Thank you so much for the watching.